Catherine Alexeyevna, Empress of all Russia, January 28, 1725, May 6, 1727, daughter of the Lithuanian peasant Samuel Skavronsky, born April 5, 1684, formerly bore the name of Marta. Her mother, widowed, moved to Livonia and gave her daughter into the service of Pastor Dalt, from whom she went to Superintendent Gluck, where she received education together with his daughters. This education, at that time, was limited to literacy, farming and needlework. In Livonia, Marta married a Swedish dragoon, who was required to join the regiment the next day. She stayed in Marienburg with Gluck. After the capture of Marienburg by the Russians, Marta was taken into service by Sheremetyev, and passed from Sheremetyev to Menshikov. In 1705, Peter saw her and has not parted with her since. Peter and Catherine had two daughters, Anna, born in 1708, and Elizabeth, born in 1709. In 1711, Catherine accompanied Peter on the Prut campaign and, by her resourcefulness in a difficult moment, rendered Peter and Russia a great service. Peter's marriage with Catherine was consummated on February 19, 1712. Then Peter legalized both daughters. Catherine studied Peter to the subtlety, knew how to please him, encouraged him, calm him down, was able to show a fervent interest in his affairs, was always ready to share his pleasures, enlivening feasts with her natural gaiety. Often Peter, after fits of terrible anger, fell into a gloomy mood, and then only Catherine dared to disturb his solitude. She often managed to save the perpetrators of anger from disgrace, and sometimes from execution. When Peter died, besides Catherine and her daughters, he had a divorced wife Avdokia and the children of Tsarevich Alexei, Peter and Natalia. His brother John's daughters, Catherine, Anna and Praskovia, were also alive. Shortly before his death, Peter asked for papers and wrote only "give everything." Then he ordered his daughter Anna Petrovna to be called to write at his dictation, but when she came up to him, he could no longer speak. On the night of January 27-28, dignitaries gathered in the palace. Princes Repnin, Golitsyn, Dolgoruki stood for the right of the grandson, i.e., for the son of Tsarevich Alexei, Menshikov, Tolstoy, for Catherine, Buturlin and Apraxin took their side. Catherine's side was also held by influential members of the Senate, Theodosius of Pskov and Feofan of Novgorod. Before dawn, officers of the Guards regiments, supporters of Catherine, appeared in a corner of the hall. The drumbeat of both Guard regiments gathered around the palace forced the dispute to stop. Catherine was recognized as Empress by virtue of two acts of 1722 and 1724. In 1722, a law was issued, the truth of the will of the monarch, according to which the appointment of an heir depended on the will of the emperor. In 1724, Catherine, as stated in the joint manifesto of the Senate and Senate, was awarded a crown and anointing for her courageous labors for the Russian state.